Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to Math Matters, and today we are going to actually start chapter 7b part, okay, the next part which is including chapter 7. I hope you can hear that it is a thunderstorm going on and it's pretty bad. Let's pray for everyone, but I have to do my work. Okay, let me adjust the light little bit. I hope that you can see better now. Let's see the first green one. I want to do first green one. There is the iron bar. Okay, there is an iron bar which is actually per meter. For each of the meter, its weight is 2.3 kg. Okay, how many kilogram? How many kilogram will be? Actually, kilogram means kg. Here is kg. There is also kg. Okay, it will be if it is 1.4 meter in length. That means each of the length is having 2.3 kg. Then 1.4 meter will be having how much weight? Let's see. Okay, you can see that I have already done that part. So what I'm going to do is just going to explain it. 1 meter iron bar weighs 2.3 kg. The 1.4, can you see the point? Actually, I am having for the daylight is so seem like, what should I say, so less, and I cannot see properly. Hopefully, yeah, you can see it because I have increased the limit of phone balance, white balance. Hopefully, you can see. Anyway, 1.4 meter iron bar weighs how much? Definitely more than 1 will be this much. That means 1.4 is actually bigger than 1, greater than 1. This is why it will be having more weight in amount. So more means multiplication. We have done multiplication, and as always I would like to remind you, you have to write down the right side part first, because you know that I'm not going to explain anymore. Okay, we have write down that right side part, then the left side part. After multiplication, you can see that I have done multiplication over here. We need to find out how many digits are after decimal here. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, that means we have to leave 1 to 2 digit and put our decimal on our answer. Okay, that means 3.22 kg. I have to give there also. I didn't give it because I wanted to show you. Now this is your answer. So the total weight will be 3.22 kg. And another thing I want to remind you is, if you have less amount of time or you are running out of time on your exam, on the time you can skip that line. Okay, you can skip that line and just write down answer, this much here answer, and that this word. Okay, but I would ask you to write down this because you are actually reading in class 5 and going to sit for PSC, and we don't want to give any of the teacher that kind of, what should I say, that kind of privilege. No, it's not privilege, what doesn't goes with it. uh, One negative point to give any kind of, having negative idea about it, we want to get perfect 100 score for maths. Okay, this is why I ask you to write down this kind of line for me. Actually, not for me, actually for you. And if you get good marks, then definitely it is my pride. Okay, I'll be very, very proud of you guys. The second one, I want to actually introduce you with another thing. I want to tell you another thing about this one, the right 2 over here multiplication. I believe that you can do it because we have done so many this kind of math in 7a. So I have that kind of faith that you can do it by yourself. So I'm just moving on to this one, this part. Okay, you can see here multiplicand is only how many digit? 1 2. If you count, then it is only 2 digit, and a multiplier is having 3 digit. Okay, here also the same thing going on. I'm just going to explain that part and that part for you, and I'm going to show you another way, in a simpler way. Actually, I actually prefer that way. So I'm just going to show you. If you want to do that way, it's just totally fine. If you want to do my way, that one is totally fine. Okay, let's see. Here first what we've done, we have just write down the multiplicand and the multiplier over here, one after another, one under another, and then we will multiply with 6 2s are 12, carrying 1, and 6 zeros are 0, and 1 makes 1. Okay, and there is a cross or 0. Some people gave a cross, some people gave a 0 over here, but I gave actually cross. Okay, in the book they have left empty place. It looks a little bit odd for me because I and my kids and my student actually, we practice to give cross over here. Okay, so here 1 2s are 2, and 1 0 is just 0. We don't have to write down 0 in the first place, so we just skipped it. They just kept it. Okay, not we. Now just add it. After adding it, you can see the answer is that it didn't give any 0 over here. Now how does the 0 comes from here? Better let me take pencil and have the zeros over here. So give a 0. Okay, this is giving 0 over here. Now you can see after addition we can have this much, we will have this much. Okay, this 0, if you count this 0, 0 0 0 0, and there is also another 0. They should write down another line, but they didn't write it. This is why we are not seeing this 0 over here. This way is actually, I don't prefer that way. Okay, just I wanted to explain. This is why I am doing this part. Okay, after that you can see there is after decimal 1 2 3 3 digits. We need to put 3 digits and then give our decimal from right side. So 1 2 3. Okay, 1 2 3. So we gave we done 3 digit over here, and then we need to put our decimal. So put down decimal. Before decimal I always ask you to put 1 0. Doesn't look good if you leave the decimal just like it. Okay, just empty. We don't like it. So we gave another 0 over here. This simple book technique. And another one, let's see for this one, as this one is having actually one number 1 as a digit. This is why they have done the third part, and they didn't do third part over here for that, for 0. Anyway, again done the multiplication with 5 and 28 done. Then the cross place, I'm going to give the cross place. Okay, then the 7, this part, and then 1 with that part. So after adding all of them, you can see that we have done again 1 2 3 3 digits. So let's count it from here, 1 2 3 digit, and then putting our decimal over here. Now you can see what we are actually having, 2 zeros at the last part. Okay, 2 zeros at the last part at 4.900. Okay, what we are going to do, we are just going to skip that 0, and our answer will be 4.9. It is too dark to see, but you can take your book and you can see that they have written 4.9, and they are skipping that zeros because they are actually on the end of the decimal integer. Okay, we can do that. Now I want to explain that part, as I have done the book part. This is the another part, the same thing in another way. Okay, as you see that they have given you the multiplier as this one 3 digit, and this one is a 2 digit. What I am going to do, nobody is actually asking rough when you are doing this kind of short question, for short question actually, but I teach you to do the rough for short question also. But if you don't give, it doesn't actually, nobody is asking for that. So what we are going to do, we are just going to take our multiplier and put it over here, and the multiplicand over here, because if you are actually multiplying two number, if you multiply 2 with 5, answer is 10. If you multiply 5 with 2, answer is also 10. Doesn't even change, right? So why we are actually having that kind of problem? Just flip it. I just flipped it and I have done the math. And again over here, 1 2 3 3 digit, 1 2 3 digit, and then putting that 0. Now you can see all the zeros are actually visible, not invisible like book. Okay, and here also after multiplying we have to put what? There's another point, I missed it. We have to put 1 2 3. So 1 2 3. So look at this, 4.9, exactly the answer as given in your book. Please write down the answer for yourself. Okay, 0.032 over here and 4.9. We are not going to write down the last two zeros as they are actually after on the end of the decimal integer. Now let's go for the next page. Okay, if you think that actually the, what should I say, the light difference is too much, it's actually bothering me, but I have to make this video because I need to give you tomorrow. Okay, I need to give you tomorrow, and it's very very important to finish at least half of the 7B in one day. Okay, I was talking about next page. Next page on my copy, actually not from the book. We are going to do Y3 from page 81, and there are lots of maths you can see over here. If I show you, lots of maths. So I have chosen 3 6 9 and 12. Okay, I have done this one. This one you can do it by yourself. If you know how to do the multiplication, you can do it by yourself, all of them. Find out the mistake over here and then correct it. Okay, this is, I'm going to leave with you. You have to do it by yourself. Okay, now you can see that I have already done the calculation part. I'm not going to show you the calculation part again, but I'm going to tell you definitely something. So hold on. You can see 1 2 3. There are 3 digits after decimal, so we need to put how many digits? We need to put 3 digits after our decimal. So let's actually from right side. So let 1 2 3 3 digit, and then I'm going to put down my decimal after just 1. This is my answer over here. Please do it by yourself. I would recommend you to do it by yourself. Okay, exactly like this one also here. This one also can be done in the same way. We have done the multiplication, and what we have done, we have to put decimal, and there are 3 digits. So we are going to put 3 digit, 1 2 3 digit after our decimal. So answer is actually 0.2. 0.2, not writing down the last 2 zeros, but you can see that I have write down that 0 over here because it is actually not at the end. They are at the end. This one is the middle of the number, so we cannot skip that one. Here these two maths are actually a little bit different way I have done this. If you are forgetful like me, I would recommend you not to follow this way. Okay, just for another simple way, just to let you know actually what can we do. We can just simply done the math, then we will look at the question, then we will find out how many digits we need to put down after decimal. So you can see 1 and 2 3, so there are 3. This is the way, another way, simple way, but this one is not that much appropriate because maximum time maybe you'll forget. So better we follow that way. Okay, better we follow that way and put our decimal over here, then count it over there. So it is, you can see there is another 0 at the end, so we are just going to skip up to this much, and we are not going to write down that 0 on the end. Okay, and here again I want to tell you that same thing, just doing the multiplication in the simple way, then count. There are 1 2 3 and there's nothing, so 1 2 3 and put it over here. See, simple, but our definitely strongly I will not recommend you to do that one. Okay, so just leave it for now, and we have sorry, you have to actually follow that way, the simple way we always try to do math. The next page we are going to talk about is page 82. 82, there is a question mark given over here. There are two iron bar number 1 and iron bar number B. Sorry. Iron bar A and iron bar B. Okay, little bit forgetful, as I told you. I cannot remember the names properly sometime. It's totally fine because I am practicing. Okay. Now, what I was going to talk about, iron bar A is given 3 meter. The length is 3 meter, and the weight is actually 12 kg. Okay, is the light is too much? 12 kg. So we just need to do what? We just need to find out for one number per meter. What is the weight for per meter? And again for the B is the length is 2.4 meter and the weight is exactly 12 kg, just like A number, and we are going to find out per meter also, weight for per meter also for B number. How we are going to do? We are going to just do just as always we have done, and there's a little bit change I am going to show you, so stay with me. Okay, as you can see that I have already write down the page number, exercise B7B, and the question mark is looking like a little bit ugly, sorry for that one. Okay, so one number I was going to tell that for iron bar A, just quote it actually. For A number iron bar, we are going to say 3 meter iron bar, weight 12 kg. So 1 meter definitely will be less in amount for 3 meter. Definitely less, and less means division. Exactly for that we have to write down the right side number first. We have write down right side number first, and the other number as a division we are going to write down in the down or below. So why we are going to do that? We are going to do that because I am going to show you a little bit of what should I say, I am having too many interruption today, and this is spoiling my mood. Anyway, what I was talking about, we are going to write down the right side number first, then the other number on the down, as we are doing division. Now I was talking about the revision of fraction chapter, little bit amount of revision. Okay, you can do what? We can just cut it down like 3 4s are 12, there is 1, and we are not going to write down the 1 which is actually as a denominator. We are going to write down only 4, so it is 4 kg. Simple math, sweet and simple math. See? And now we are going to do what? The soul line. So per meter iron bar is weight. I forgot to write down a weight, doesn't matter. And per meter iron bar is 4 kg, is equal to 4 kg, equal to 4 kg. And then for the B number, for iron bar B, again 2.4 meter iron bar, weight 12 kg, same as the one A number, and this is why for therefore 1 meter definitely will be less than 2.4 meter. So what we are going to do? We are going to divide it again because we are going for less. So 12 by 2.4. I have just kept that part to show you because this part is little bit different. We are going to cut down. I hope that you remember that part. Cut down small. With small cut we are going to cut down our decimal, and for one decimal we are going to put down 1. Okay, for decimal we are going to put down 1, and after decimal how many digits are over here? There are only 1 digit, so we are going to just write down only 1 0. I hope that you remember that. If there would be 2 digits, then we would give 2 zeros. For decimal there is 1, and how many digits? We will count it and put down that many zeros over here. Now you can say that I can cut Okay, I can cut this one and this one or that one. I am choosing to cut down with 2. I can cut down to 5, and if we cut down 24 with 2, we'll get 12. And I can see there is 12 and there is 12. I can cut down both of the 12 with 12, so I'll have one over here and another one over here. And I can see 5 ones are 5, and as a denominator we are having 1. We are not going to write down that denominator, but so our answer is actually 5 kg. 5 ones are 5 kg. That's it. This is your answer. Sweet and simple. Okay, I really love doing this kind of math because it makes the calculation much more easier than it is. Okay, it's already crossed 20 minutes. I don't want to make it little more longer. I'm just going to do what I'm just going to do. I skip that part. Okay, Mina's way, Raju's way. We are just going to do, we are just going doing straightforward math. That's it, because we don't have that much time. Okay, for now. And when our school will open, definitely we'll go through this all of them inshallah again, and we will discuss in our class in a lot, in a huge in amount of scale, because do you know that already we are finishing this thing, so it will be pretty easy for us, isn't it? Inshallah. I can see there's a white one, little bit different from the other math. I'm just going to explain 1 number and 2 number, and I'm going to let you do 3 and 4 by yourself. Okay, so let's see. I've done 1 number in 2 way. Okay, over there 2 way, because I wanted to just show you the book part matches with this book part matches with that last part. Okay, you can see the resemblance. 3 divided by 15 multiplied by dash, 3 divided by 15 multiplied by dash, which is actually 10. And what is the answer? All of them, the answer is 2. So there is 2 way to do the math. Okay, there's 2 way to do the math. First one, we are just taking off the decimal and putting it outside of the what should I say, outside of the bracket. And why we are actually multiplying 10 over here, for this I have shown you this part. Okay, for this, why we are actually multiplying 10 over here, it was a division. Why not division in 10? This is what I am going to explain over here. 3 divided by 15, as you can see that there is a, it's not 15, sorry, 1.5. As there is a 1.5, we need to do what? We need to take it off, the decimal off. So I have taken the decimal off, and I have given 1 for decimal, and there is only one digit over here, so I have put down 1 0. Now you can see it is 15 by 10. Basically it is 15 by 10, and 15 is in play. Sorry, there's division sign, and I have write down the multiplication sign and reciprocal of 15 by 10. Reciprocal of 15 by 10 is actually 10 by 15. So what happened here? 15 goes down as a denominator, and 10 is actually numerator, so we can multiply, we can keep it as a multiply, and 15 is actually dividing 3. So this is the way we wrote it over here. That part goes for your book part. Okay, now you know what are they, how many 100 or 10 or what you are going to do with them. You already know that. But how we are going to do this math in rough, we are going to actually take off our decimal exactly like that, and then we'll put down this, we'll get the reciprocal of 15 by 10, and then we will do the thing. I have cut down 5. I have cut down 10 and 15 with 5. If I cut down 10 with 5, then it is 2. If I cut down 15 with 5, then it is 3. Now again, I can cut down 3 and 3. Both 3 I can cut down with 3. So there will be 1 and there will be 1 also. So 1, 2s are 2, and as the denominator it is a 1. We are not going to write it, just we are going to skip that part. Okay, this is your answer. So what you're going to do, you're just going to take your pencil and you're going to write down 10 over here as I've shown you, and the answer is actually 2. By after doing that part, you already see that the answer is 2. Now you can see there is also only one digit, this is why 10 10, but here's 2 digit after, so it will be 100, and there is 3, it will be 1000. So you have to keep that one also in mind. Okay, I'm just giving you a head start. Okay, here again what we are going to do, oh, I have done 3, I didn't do 2. I have done 3. Why I have done 3, I was about to do 2 because 3 is a little bit different, this is why. Now I can see that 5 is getting divided with 0.25, so I have to take up the decimal again, taking up the decimal, putting 1, and for 2 1 0, for 5 another 0, this is 10. Now I have to write down what reciprocal of 25 by 100, so it will be 100 by 25. Now cut down 100 with 25, there will be 1 and there will be 4. As I have always told you that there is 425 in 100 and there is 520 in 100. I hope that you remember that part, because you are actually my super talented students, my dear students. I hope that, I really hope that you actually keep these things in your mind forever, because these are very important. Now 5 4s are 20, and as a 1 as a denominator, we are not going to just write it down, we're just going to skip it. Your answer is 20 for 3 number. And this is all for today, page this one. And what you are going to do, I have given you homework from here, 4 number and 5 number only. 4 number and 5 number only. I believe that you can do it by yourself. In 1 hour, the car travels for this much. Then for 15.4 hour, it will travel for how many much? Okay, same like this, but I would actually ask you to do this math by that way, following that way. Okay, following that way, that will make your life much more easier for these 2 math. Okay, just keep it in mind that you are taking off the decimal and putting exactly the how many zeros you are actually putting. Please keep it in mind, be careful about it. And for today I have to take your leave. The weather is getting more and more worse, and let's pray for everyone. Allah Hafiz.